Hey guys, we're doing lesson 16 for phonics. What I would like to start with is our warm-up. We are going to do some blending and segmenting. So let's get our blenders together and let's blend the word tub. T-U-B. How many? 3. T-U-B. Good. Let's do the word bug. B-U-G. How many sounds? 3. B-U-G. Good. What about chip? Ch-I-P. How many sounds? 3. Ch-I-P. Good job. What about fly? F-L-I. F-L-I. How many sounds was that? 3. F-L-I. F-L-I. Good job. Let's do baby. B-A-B. B-A-B. How many sounds? 4. B-A-B-E. B-A-B-E. 4. Let's do pillow. P-I-L-O. P-I-L-O. Pillow. Good. P-I-L-O. Let's do milk. M-I-L-K. M-I-L-K. 4. M-I-L-K. M-I-L-K. Let's do school. S-K-U-L. S-K-U-L. 4. S-K-U-L. S-K-U-L. Good job, guys. So we're done with our blending and segmenting portion. Now let's go into our flip book review. And the first letter that I want to talk about today is the letter K. The letter K. And this letter right here is the K. And I want you to say that. K. Good. Now, the word down here at the bottom is kid. Now, remember that the letter K is used to spell and write in English words. Look at the power bar under the K. This reminds us of how common this spelling is. So looking at that power bar, is this a common spelling for the word K? It's not. It's less common. It's less common. So K, K for kid. K-id, kid. So that's the letter K. Let's look at our letter here. What letter is this? It's the letter X. And the word at the bottom is tax. Okay, remember the X is used to spell and write X in English words. Look at the power bar. Wow, that is a big power bar. So what do you think here? It is a very common sound that you hear in the English language. X, X, X. All right, so it is very common. These two letters, remember, are both consonants. They're both consonants because they are red. Consonants are red and vowels are green. Good job, guys. So that is our flip book review. So now what I would like to do is let's practice writing our letters and do sounds with those letters. So let me get this set up. Where is my, oh. There we go. Let me get it enlarged for us. All right, now if you notice, we are doing a couple more words on here too. So that's exciting because the last time we did a couple of words, so we did the word yes and jam. So let's see what we're doing today. So let's talk about the lowercase x. The lowercase x. The lowercase x, remember, is a diagonal right and a diagonal left. And it stays between the dotted line and the bottom line. Okay? And it's x. X makes the sound x. So diagonal left, diagonal right. 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 Great job, guys. Now, let's practice making the uppercase X. And it's made the exact same way, except we start at the upper line and go to the bottom line. Diagonal left, diagonal right. 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 Wow, great job. Those look great. Now, let's make the word fox. I notice there's a candy cane in there, the F. So let's make our candy cane letter and cross it. Let's make the O, circle to the left to where it's completed at the top. Let's make our X, diagonal left, diagonal right. We've made the word fox. Good. Let's make it again. Make your candy cane and cross it. Circle to the left till you complete it. X, diagonal left, diagonal right. You've made fox again. Let's make fox again. Candy cane, cross it, circle to the left to complete it. Make the X diagonal left, diagonal right. And we're going to make it one more time. Fox, candy cane, cross it, circle to the left to complete it. For the X, diagonal left, diagonal right, fox. So what word is this? Fox. Good. So let's do our lowercase k. Our lowercase k. Excuse me. You are going to start at the top line and go to the bottom line. So you're going to make a long line down. And then you're going to do a diagonal left and a diagonal right. And you've made a lower k. So long line down, diagonal left, diagonal right. 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 Great job, guys. Now, let's make our capital K, and it's made similar to the lowercase k, except for our diagonals are going to be in the upper quadrant and the lower quadrant. So we're going to have a line down. We're going to have our diagonal left to the dotted line. Diagonal right starts at the dotted line and goes down. So they meet at that dotted line, okay? So diagonal down, diagonal left, diagonal right. Good. Line down, diagonal left, diagonal right. Line down, diagonal left, diagonal right. Line down, diagonal left, diagonal right. One more. Line down, diagonal left, diagonal right. Good. Very nice. Now, our last thing, let me move my, oops, wrong way. Our last thing that we're going to write is the word kit. Kit. Notice it has the smaller word it in it with a k, it. So let's make the lowercase k. So we have a line down, and remember we're staying below the dotted line and the half line there. Diagonal left, diagonal right, short line down with a dot, and a T, line down, and cross. Kit. Let's make kit again. Line down, diagonal left, diagonal right, short line with a dot, T, and cross it. Let's make kit 2 more times. Line down, diagonal in, diagonal right, short line with a dot, line down, and cross it for kit. Last one, line down, diagonal in, diagonal out, short line down, dot it, and cross your T. Good job, guys. So let's look at our back page. Let's look at our back page. Erase. All right. You've seen these a lot before. Oops. Let's make this to where you can see it. Okay. So this, remember, is you look at the picture, you have to write the word underneath the picture where it belongs. All right, you're matching the word with the picture. You don't have to write any other words. Remember that, okay? So our word is box and mix and kid and 6. So which one of these pictures up here represents a box? It's the last. So you're going to write this word box over here under box. That's all you do. Don't fill in these over here, just where it belongs. And you're going to do the exact same thing with mix. Which one of these is a picture of a mix? The first one. So you're going to write mix. Good. And then I'm not going to do those two. I'm going to let you do those two on your own, okay? But please make sure when you do your handwriting that you complete all the lines, okay? And make sure your letters sit on the lines. Our writing is getting a lot better. And make sure that you do the second sheet because I'm having to return several that are not doing that back sheet, okay? So please make sure you're completing all the sheets that are assigned to you. All right, so let's get out of that and let's go into our pocket chart chaining. Our pocket chart chaining for reading. Hold on here. All right, let me unzoom a little bit. Okay. So, our pocket chart, we have the vowels, U, E, A, O, and I, and we have all of the consonants along the bottom here. We have P, B, S, J, X, K, H, N, R, V, T, P, oh goodness, L, G, Y, W, F, M, Z, C, and D. All right? So, I am going to combine some spellings to make a word and see if we can figure this out. All right. So if I move that K and the I and the D to the center of the pocket chart, I spelled kid. So say that with me, kid. All right. What if I remove the D and add a T now? What word did I make from kid? I made the word kit. So did I change the beginning, the middle, or the end sound? I changed the ending sound. Good. So now we're going to work through some more words, whether we're changing the beginning sound, the middle sound, or the ending sound. You just need to listen, decide, okay? So we've made kid into kit. Now let's make kit into kin. What letter am I going to change there? You're right. I'm going to change the T and I'm going to replace it with an N. Now I have kin. Good. What if I want to make kin in Kim? What word or what letter would I use there? An M, because I'm going to replace the last letter with an M. Good job, Kim. Oh, what if I want to make Kim into Tim? What letter am I going to change? The K, the beginning letter. Good. And I'm going to change it to a T for Tim. Good job, guys. Now, what if I want to make Tim into Tom? What am I going to change? Tom. The middle sound. So I will take the I out and I'll use the O. So now I have Tom. Good. So let's make Tom into top. What letter do I need to replace? The last letter with a P. Good. Now I have top. Great job, guys. From top, I want to make the word mop. Mop. So what letter? Beginning, middle, or end? The beginning. And I'm going to replace it with what letter? The M. Good. Now I have the word mop. Mop. So let's make mop into map. What letter am I going to change? The middle one. And I'm going to replace it with what letter? An A. So now I have map. Good. From map, I want to make the word max. Max. What letter am I going to change? The last letter. Good. And I'm going to replace it with the X. And I'm just going to say max. Great job. All right. So now I'm going to put these letters back where they go. And we're going to start with a new word. Let's make the word skim. Skim. So let's think about that. So we know it starts with an S. K, sk, sk. It's going to be K. Good. I. M, skim, M. So I have the word skim up here. All right. So skim, let's make the word skip. Skip. What letter would I need to change? Skim to skip. I need to replace the M with what letter? The P. Good. So now I have the word skip. Great job. So let's make skip into sip. Sip. So what letter do I need to take out? The K. You're right. I need to replace the K. And I'm going to slide the I over and the P over. And now I have the word sip. Good. So sip, I want to make the word six. What letter do I need to replace? The last letter. And I'm going to put what letter up? The X. And now I have six. Good job. From six, I want to make the word mix. Mix. So what letter am I going to change? The S to a M. And guess what? I have mix. From mix, let's make the word max. Max. What letter do I need to replace? The I. And I'm going to replace it with the A, the A sound, max. Good job. So if I can make max, I can make tax also by replacing which letter? The M, and replace it with which one? The T. Good. So now I have tax. Good. So if I make tax into tan, which letter am I going to change out? The X, and I'm going to replace it with an N. And now I have the word tan. Good. So tan, let's make tan into tap. Tap. What letter do I want to replace? The N with the P. And now I have tap. So tap into tip. Tip. What letter do I need to replace? The A. Good. And I'm going to replace it with the I. And now I have tip. Great job, guys. All right, let me put these back where they go. Good job. I'll slide that over a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to focus on is our tricky words. Our tricky words. Okay, let me get them here. All right, so we have our first tricky word. This word right here. How would you pronounce that by blending it? One. 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 So it's pronounced one, okay? It's actually pronounced one, as in I have one fish. And I'm going to write one on the board so we can see it. One, all right? And I'm going to underline that whole word. And you know what that means when I underline the whole word. That's tricky. It's trying to trick us. The only spelling pronounced as they would expect in one is the N. But it's not at the end of the word as the pronunciation might suggest. So when you read the word one, you have to remember to pronounce it one. One. It almost sounds like there is a W there. All right, W-U-N, but it's not spelled that way. When you write one, you have to remember to spell it O-N-E. All right, one. Our next tricky is this word. How would you pronounce that by blending it? Well, let's think about this. E. So it's pronounced once, as in I once had a fish. It's kind of pronounced like the one over here, like a W-U-N, but it's got a S at the end of it. All right, I once had a fish. So I'm going to write this on my board. Once. And I'm going to underline that whole word also, because the only spelling pronounced as you expect is the N in this. And you would probably expect this to be pronounced once, but it's pronounced once. So instead of O-N-K-E, it's pronounced W-U-N-S with the W sound. Tell students, remember that when you're reading once, you have to remember to pronounce it as once, as a W sound. W. But when you write once, you have to remember to spell it O-N-C-E. So let's practice reading one and once in some phrases. One and once in some phrases. So let me erase what I have up here. And let's write some phrases here. Oh, wait, that's too light. Trying to find the right spot to write. All right, so let's read this. Ask him once. Ask him once. Good. So let's read the next one. Okay. One big ox. One big ox. Okay, let's read the next one. One box. One box. Okay, let's read this last one here. Once you can. Once you can. Good job. So we've got two more here. All right. Okay. Met her once. Met her once. And our last one. One mask. One mask. Great job on practicing those words. And remember, they're pronounced with the W, but they're spelled with an O. All right? All right, so that is the end of our tricky words. Now we are going back into some more chaining. All right, we've got a few more chaining words that we are going to do. All right, let me get it fixed. All right, so let's look here. We're going to start with the word next. Next. So let's think about the word next. Next starts with what letter? An N, okay? So What makes the X? The E, good. The X, good. We just learned that one today. Next. What's at the end there? It's a T. Good job. So we have the word next. Next. So if I can spell the word next, how do I get to the word text? Text. I would need to replace it with another T, wouldn't I? So hold on a second here. All right, so let's replace that N with a T. So now I have the word text. Text. So from text, let's make the word tint. Tint. So what are you going to hear? Ta, n, ta. What letter do I need to take out? The X. Good. And I'm going to replace it with the N. So now I have tint. Excuse me. So from tint, I want to make the word went. Went. What letter do I replace? The beginning with what letter? A W. Good. Went. Great job. So I'm going to use these letters now, and I want to make the word wet. So what letter here am I going to take out to make wet? Take the N out. Good. And I'll slide the T over, and now I have wet. Wet. Great. So from wet, let's make the word wit. Wit. So what letter do I need to put in the middle? The I. And I told you it was the middle one. Oh my goodness. Wit. So we went from wet to wit. All right. So from wit, let's go to the word fit. So what letter do I need to replace? The F, or the W with the F. I'm just telling you all kinds of answers today, huh? So from fit, let's make the word fix. So what letter do I need to replace? The T with what letter? The X. The X. Let's see. Fix. There we go. Fix. Great job. So from fix, let's make the word fox. Fox. So what letter would I replace? The I. Good. With what letter? The O. And now I have fox. Great. So if I can spell fox, I can also spell box. What letter do I replace? The F. Good. With what letter? A B. Great job. Box. So let's replace these letters. And let's start with the word kit. Kit. So kit starts with what letter? K. It. I. Kit. T. So we have kit. Good. So kit, let's make the word kid. Well, I'm going to take the T, I'm going to take the ending off, and I'm going to replace it with a D. Good job. So now I went from kit to kid. Good. So let's make kid into lid. What letter? Take the K off. Good. And let's put the A. So now I have lid. Great job, guys. So from lid, let's make the word lad. Lad. What letter do I replace? The I with what letter? The A. Good. And now I have lad. With lad, I want to make the word mad. What letter do I change? The L to what? M. Good. So I have mad. Great job, guys. From mad, I want to make the word max. Max. So what letter do I change? The ending, the D, and I want to make it to an X. Good. Max. Max. So let's make max into tax. Tax. What letter do I change? The beginning. Good. And I'm going to replace it with what letter? A T. So now I have tax. Great job. So let's make tax into lax. Lax. So I'm changing what letter? The beginning. And I'm going to change it to an L. And now I have lax. Good job. So let's make lax into fax. Fax. What letter do I change? The L into what letter? An F. Good. Fax. Fax. So let's make fax into fox. Fox. What letter do I replace? The A with a O, and now I have fox. Fox. Well, this is the end of our phonics lesson today. So I hope you join me again tomorrow for our next lesson. Bye.